Hi patrons, just wanted to give you an update on what's going on in our lives at the moment. Some of you may have seen on Facebook that there has been some things going on, but I thought while I was driving and I've got no one to talk to and it's 5 o'clock in the morning, I would let you guys know what's going on. You are our biggest supporters and we really appreciate you. So a couple of weeks ago, after me coming back from my dad, we actually made the decision to head back to North Wales as a temporary measure, potentially for this winter. So I can spend a bit more time with him, look after him, continue to upgrade the boat whilst doing so, and he possibly get a job to help with finances and stuff, ready to leave again next spring. Andy and Jack and Andy Darlington decided to take the boat home in one go up to North Wales from Torquay. Obviously Alaska's still very tiny, so I made the decision to take the babies, Ollie and Alaska, by car up to North Wales, and they left 2 days ago and all was going great. They had to make a stop. They left Torquay and they had to make a stop into Newlyn because they burst a freshwater pipe, which emptied all the fresh water into the bilge, but that was a quick and easy fix, and they stopped for an hour there and then pressed on to cross the Bristol Channel. The wind forecast was very slight. In fact, they thought that they would be motoring most of the way. However, once they got in the Bristol Channel, that was not the case, as which often is with Bristol Channel. The wind was building, the sea state was building, but all was good and they were steaming along. At some point yesterday, lunchtime-ish, Andy started having severe chest pains and shortness of breath, so they made the decision to head to port, which was about 6 hours away, I think. However, his condition was worsening and the sea state was getting worse and the wind was building, so they decided to call the Coast Guards, and the decision was made to airlift Andy to hospital. So Andy is in hospital in Cornwall. He's doing okay, he's chatting to me. It looks like he may have had a small heart attack, possibly an infection on his heart, but we're not quite sure exactly what yet. Andy Darlington, our friend, and Jack were left on board Ocean Melody, and they were towed for 6 hours into Nayland. Actually, they've gone past Milford Haven into Nayland because there was no space in the marina, so they were towed in there, so they're safely moored there. Jack, bless him, obviously worried about his dad, but apart from that, as soon as they were sort of close enough for me to be able to communicate with them again, he was in good spirits. He just said he was uncomfortable and wet, because there's nothing worse than being towed in a rough sea. So that's the situation. And Andy's fine. Well, he's not fine, but he's okay, and he's talking to me and he's stable. I'm on my way to fetch Jack and Andy. Now the boat, Jack and Andy Darlington, it's very confusing that they're both called Andy. I'm going to collect Jack and Andrew, let's call him Andrew, from Nayland, and bring them back home and just take a beat. And I say bring them back home, our boat is at home. I'm staying in my sister's caravan, it's all going to be very crowded, but yeah. I'm going to take Andrew back to his house in Shrewsbury, and then see if we can go and if I can get somebody to look after Ollie, because it's not the best place for a toddler to go to hospital and then go and hopefully see Andy and see how he's doing, and give him a big hug. But yeah, lots is going on. We'll give you a proper update when we can. But right now, I'm incredibly proud of Jack and how he's handled the situation, and I can't wait to see him and hug him and tell him everything's going to be okay. And the same, I can't wait to get to Andy. It all feels like a bit of a logistical nightmare at the moment. Thankfully, we're still in the UK. Obviously, it would have probably been even more challenging had we not been. But the fact is, Jack's in Wales, Andy's in England, and I'm in the middle of all of that, in the Midlands. So yeah, but I just wanted to pop on and thank you as always for your wonderful support, and those that's in on Facebook sending messages of concern. But yeah, Andy's doing okay. We're all doing okay.